Cheese! Not that kind of cheese. We're talking about this kind of cheese. More specifically, we're doing a cheesecake, New York style. The best that I can anyway. Stick around and see how it goes. So today we are making a keto-fried cheesecake. I'm talking real deal cheesecake. For some reason or other, when I was growing up, I never had cheesecake. I don't think I had cheesecake, real authentic cheesecake, until I was an adult sometime or another, after I got married at a restaurant or something. But I was always intimidated to try to make a real cheesecake, because when I made a cheesecake growing up, it was all about the easy, no-bake cheesecake. You just mix it up and throw it in the fridge and it's good to go. So today I'm reaching out, man. I'm really trying something new, starting off the year being adventurous, and it's either going to be a flop or it's going to be awesome. Just a heads up, my wife made this recipe for Christmas and it was great, so I figure I'm going to give it a try, and if old boy can make it, anybody can. So stick around, let's talk about it. All right, as the name suggests, cheesecake's going to have what? A lot of cheese, I imagine. So here we have 4 blocks of cream cheese. You can use whatever brand you like. People swear by Philadelphia original, and this is a modified version to come off of a Philadelphia cream cheese, so we'll go with that. We got 4 eggs. We've got a cup of sweetener. This is a baker's. I use Magic Baker by Splenda. It measures 1 for 1, just like sugar, so that makes it easy for me. But you can use your favorite 1-to-1 sweetener. We've got a cup of sour cream. We've got a cup of pecans that we're going to crush up here in a minute. We've got a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring and a teaspoon of lemon juice. We got 3 tablespoons of the same thing here, but this is going to be in the crust. It's the baker's, or the Magic Baker there. And we got 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Now, first thing we're going to do, and another thing you need, is a spring form pan. If you want to make a real cheesecake that looks like a cheesecake and separates like a cheesecake and everything, it's got a little spring on the side. So you need a spring form pan. So there's that. Now you can buy your pecans already chopped up. They make some chopped ones, but we want these real fine. Original New York cheesecake usually has some kind of graham cracker crust or something to that effect. So this is step 1 of keto-fying it, is putting pecans in the bottom. So we're going to just grind these up pretty good. And if you ever notice, when you get packages of something, this is Philadelphia cream cheese, you can use whatever kind you want, but a lot of times they'll put a recipe on the back. And let me just go ahead and tell you, the reason they do that is because they know that's their best recipe, and if you like it, you're going to be buying their product to put in that recipe. All right, I've got those pulverized pretty good there to a good consistency, and now all we're going to do is mix in the butter and then put it in the bottom of the pan. So let's go ahead and mix in our melted butter, and we'll add in our sugar substitute as well. Just give it a little more of a stir. Just right. Now we'll put this in the bottom of our pan. Just dump it out, and we're going to press it in. You can try to be all fancy about it if you want, but the best thing to do is just use the tools the Lord gave you. So I'm just going to start pressing them in and try to make it even as best as I can. The cool thing about cheesecake is you can make, once you have the base recipe, man, you can drizzle different toppings on it. You can put different things inside of it. I mean, just the possibilities are endless. What you can do with the base recipe, and that's basically what we're covering today, is just the base. Nothing really extravagant or fancy. It's just simple, easy to do, relatively quick. You do have to plan ahead with this. You can't just pop it in the oven and have it right away. You gotta let it sit up and things like that, but well, I think that is about as good as this old boy can get it in there. So there it is. Now we're gonna go put it in a preheated oven for about 10 minutes and pull it back out and finish it up. So let's go get this in the oven and we'll come back and mix up the rest of this other stuff. So the key to this is for a smooth, creamy texture, you want to get this to a good room temperature before you put it all together. I got everything at room temperature, eggs and everything. So let's get this stuff blended up, and there's a technique. So we're going to put the cream cheese in first, and then we'll put all the other stuff in. See how soft that is in there? That's real soft. We're going to add in our ingredients and get out the old hot rod mixer, and do it in this order though. You mix your sugar and your vanilla and whatever the other, you can use zest or you can use the lemon juice like I'm using. Then we're going to kind of work the sour cream in slow. Eggs go in last, and when you're doing it with the eggs, I've read that if you do it real slow with eggs one at a time, barely just getting them incorporated, because you get a lot of air fluffed in there, it'll cause your cheesecake to crack. So I'm going to do it according to the instructions and see how it works out for us. So we'll put in our dash of lemon juice and vanilla flavoring, and go ahead and put our sugar in there, and then we'll blend that up a little bit. I love the smell of vanilla flavoring. All right, let's get to blending. Hey, while I'm mixing this up with the old hot rod blender, let me invite you to subscribe and like the channel and all that good stuff. Tell your friends about it. Send them a telegram, a card, or whatever, and say, man, you gotta check out this crazy guy cooking. Just kidding. Hey, but I do try to do simple stuff, keto, low carb lifestyle. I appreciate you being here, and we'll get back to mixing. So there's our first step. We got all that blended up. And of course, this is a time machine moment for me, because that's a bowl that every banana pudding was ever put in at my grandparents' house for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and my wife made banana pudding in it as well. So I tell you, bowls and plates and stuff bring back memories. All right, I'm gonna put my sour cream in. I'm going to just mix that in by hand. Just kind of fold it in there. I don't want to fluff it up too much, so we'll definitely fluff it a little bit with the eggs, get that incorporated. But all right, there's that. So now we'll get going with our eggs one at a time. So we'll put the first one in. Now, like I said, this is the very first time I've ever tried to do this, so it'll be interesting to see how it works, but I've got confidence. We'll go with number 2. And you don't really want to put your eggshells in there with it, so just as a tip. I know you know that. Some people might not do. All right. Go on with number 3. And number 4. Nice and easy. All right, this just come out of the oven. It's still a little hot. But that's what it looks like, kind of spread out. My wife was right, it spread everything out nice and neat. So the only thing left is to gently just add our mixture. Oh, that's so creamy looking. I've always loved cheesecake. Like I said, I don't know when was the first time I ever tried it, but I always thought it was for rich, fancy people. I didn't think a blue-collar guy could do it. And I might not be able to, I don't know, we're gonna see. All right, now that I've got it in the pan, I'm just gonna tap on the pan a little bit and let it kind of settle in some. Or I can shake my little table here, but just tap on it like that and get this excess off up here. I don't want it leaving those spots. Now I've reduced the heat on the oven to 300 degrees now, and there's a couple tricks. Now one of them I'm going to try today. There's you can put it in a wash. If you look in the description, I'll put all the secrets to keeping it from cracking, hopefully on top. But you can look at the description and see what some of those tips are. I'm going to try one today. My wife's cracked just a little bit, but you know, when you put whipped cream on it or whatever, it's not going to hurt it. We're all cracked up a little bit, right? But I'm going to try something different. I read putting a thing of boiling water in the bottom rack, and then I'm going to put this on the top rack. Something about the moisture is supposed to help prevent it from cracking. You can put it in a bath or whatever, put the pan in another pan, and all kinds of tips. Check the description, you can see some of that stuff. But let's get this into a 300-degree oven, and I'm going to let it run for about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to go and check it, and you want it not to be wobbling. You can see how wobbly that is. Well, I don't know if you can see it or not, but you want it to not be wobbling in the middle. So about an hour and 20, I'm going to check it, see how it goes. Let's get it in the oven. So you can kind of see what I've done here. I've just put a pan of water that was already steaming. I got it boiling hot on top of the stove. I put it underneath this just to give some moisture to it as it's cooking. So we're going to let this baby run for about an hour and 20 minutes and see what happens. All right, the alarm's gone off, and we're going to just turn the oven off, and then we're going to open the door here and let it cool down on its own little time until it's nice and cool. So we're going to let it cool inside the oven, just like that. All right, my friends, it is finally taste test time. And I have me a slice of New York style cheesecake. You can see it's the little brown on the side. And looks pretty good, but if you stick around to the very end, you can see what it looked like coming out of the oven. Definitely my first attempt. So I can finesse this a little bit. I always film my first attempt like a goofball. I don't know why, but I figure if it's going to flop, it's going to flop, and I'll catch it on film. But it did crack. But I'm not worried about it being pretty or anything right now. I just want to know how it tastes. So without further yakking about it, let's try it out. Oh, it's nice and thick. Definitely has the texture of a New York style cheesecake. The creaminess and the pecans as the crust. Hey, it's a good substitute. I think I've done a pretty good job of keto-friendly cheesecake. So hey, until next time, get you a bite of cheesecake, and may the Lord bless you.